I felt like my back was up against the wall, that I had no other choice than to pull my children from the public school system because they had threatened to take me to court. And quite honestly, I couldn't understand why they were going to take me to court for truancy when I had provided medical documentation. Now, at this point, my youngest did not have the diagnoses that he does today, which automatically would have qualified him for an IEP. We were trying to suss that out, and they knew that. Um, and much to my husband and my mother's dismay, I pulled my kids in November of 2017. My kids were excited. My kids were so excited. They had no idea. They just knew that they weren't going to have to go to school, and that was freaking wonderful. They had an idea of what homeschooling was because my cousin homeschooled her children in a different state, and they thought it would be really fun. And it was. I was so scared. I am not an educator. I'm a mom. I don't know how to do this. These are all the things I'm telling myself. My husband's like, this is the worst thing you can do. This is going to make their anxiety worse. Nobody agreed with my decision, but I knew. I knew what my kids needed. As a stay-at-home mom, I knew my kids better than anybody. And that's not anything to discredit my husband. He has a very hard, strenuous job that he's away a lot. So he doesn't, at that time, didn't have the same kind of bonds with our kids. He didn't really, know their needs like I knew their needs. So we homeschooled. I literally winged it. I did research after I got off the phone call with that woman, who was so mean to me that she made me cry. That was the vice principal, the second one, not the first one that tried to. He was a misogynist. We'll just leave it at that. And I just started Googling how do you homeschool in Massachusetts. So I found out the laws. I got in some homeschooling groups. I asked a lot of questions. I reached out to people that I already knew who homeschooled, who I used to think were really strange. Like, why would you do that? And then a magic thing happened. My kids' anxiety started to melt away. But then I saw some trauma that they had from the public school system. Um, and, it's not easy. There were a lot of things that happened that were not easy. My kids miss their friends. Some of their friends shun them. And then my kids shun those kids. Um, and it was an adjustment. I'm not going to say it was easy, but we did it. And we found our way. And it was amazing. We had so much fun doing what we wanted to do and them learning what they wanted.